Hey, Maria with Wealth Creation, and today I've got a scam alert. Yes, we're going to talk about a scam that somebody tried to get me to buy into within the last few weeks. They popped up on my Facebook Messenger just to say, hello, I'm Joe Schmo, and I want you to invest in my company, which is just amazing, and I'm going to make you so much money. Well, of course, whenever we get messages like that, we are pretty sure that they're scams, but I wanted to go through the process that I use to do a little bit more research so that you can do that too, because sometimes these people are very convincing and they look very legit and their website looks very legit. And maybe they become your friend first and they talk about other things before they bring up the business and you just don't know. And so you want to go through that extra step. Obviously, you're not going to give anybody money that you don't know, but what if you kind of do know them? You know, they've sent you pictures of their kids, you've been talking for a while, and then they bring this up. How do you know? Well, I don't want to say all of them are scams because they're not. I have invested in a couple different things that have turned out to be great investments with people that I first met on the internet. Now, some of these people I've since met in person and we have a personal relationship. Others I've never met in person because they're in different parts of the world. But I have a long enough history with them and I know they're real people and I really researched the company that they were promoting before I ever got involved. So this is the very beginnings of this type of research. And I just wanted to share it with you so that maybe it can help you avoid getting scammed. So this person was representing a company called Regal Fund, Regal Fund Limited. And what he told me is that they had been around since 2004. It says so right here, a fund investment manager. Founded in 2004, alternative investment strategies, long and short investment strategies. It kind of looks like an actual website. And you see these little pop-ups that somebody, let's wait until another one comes up. Somebody deposited this. Somebody deposited this. Okay, then you're going to see somebody withdrew this, which makes it look like they're really got a lot of people. Now this, if you know anything about web design, I used to do web design for a living, and you can set a script up to make these pop-ups pop up, and they may have nothing to do with reality. Like you can just put a whole bunch of them into a loop, you know, even hundreds of them into a loop, and these pop up, and an unsuspecting person is going to think that this is real time, and it's really not. They just are getting a feed of crypto, so you can tell that they're doing crypto trading because these are all crypto things, okay? And there's not even very many in there. There's like 5 or 6 that just keep rotating of the really big ones. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Tron, and it's just going to keep going, okay? And if you go through their website, it actually looks pretty good, and you think, this might be a good company, so let's go to their About page. Let's see, that's the same thing that we just looked at. So yeah, it doesn't look any different than their home page. Close this. Yeah, see, it's like right there. Their home page just has this big picture on it. Then you can look at their plan, economy, 5-day plan, a 7-day plan, and a 30-day plan. These are their top sellers. And then you can do executive, contract, ultimate. Ultimate's 1 year. Minimum 200,000. Wow, they want really big investors here. 50,000, 100,000, but you can get started with just $150. So you're going to get 5% for a referral, 2% for a second level referral. That means if you recruit other people, okay, and their ROA is 2.4%. So, and then their ROI keeps going up and up and up. That's actually less. That's actually less, and that's actually less. We don't know if this is per day, per the whole term. We don't know what it is. All right. They're going to charge you a withdrawal fee of 0.5%. See, all of this looks like it's legit, right? Services. It just tells you about what they do. It says it's covered by insurance, it's safe and secure, premium service, all things that you want to know. And it's just cycling through the same things. Premium service, safe and secure, and covered by insurance. So all things that you as a consumer, oh yes, we want great service, we want it to be safe, we want it to be covered by insurance. Of course we want all these things. So FAQ, then there's some questions. So see what I'm saying? It looks really legit. So the first thing that I do is, I'm not even going to go into this because this doesn't matter. The first thing that, and they have an email that's tied to their domain name, which also looks legit. They're not using like a Gmail address or Yahoo address or anything. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the Who Is database, and you can type in a Google search, Who Is, look up, and what that is it tells you who owns a certain domain name. You can do it through any of these different ones. I go straight to ICANN, which is right here. I already have it looked up, and it's lookup.icann.org. ICANN is kind of the governing body of all the domain names in the world. So you can look up a registration of any domain name right there. You just put it in. So I just put in regalfundlimited.com. I already looked it up, and it tells me it was registered by Namecheap Hosting. That's the name servers. They took out the names. That's privacy. You can pay extra to have privacy on there. Their phone number is right here. Their address is in Reykjavik, Iceland. Let's see. And it should tell us, I'm trying to see where it tells me, create it. May 22nd of 2022. This is what you want to look at. Created and expiration. May 22nd of 2022 expires May 22nd of 2023. Now, first of all, remember what it said in the about? In the about. It said, we've been in business since 2004. So if they have been in business since 2004, why is their website only a few months old? That's a big red flag to me. And why is it only registered for 1 year? When you register a domain name, you can register for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. I don't know what the max is, but it's at least 10 years, I think, maybe longer. And if I were a legitimate company that was going to be in business for a long time, I would pay the extra money and register my domain name for multiple years. That only makes sense. And if you think about it, think about how expensive it would be to set up a company like this, okay? You're doing fund management. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars. So domain name for a year is like 10, 15 bucks. It's not expensive. So even if you did it for 10 years, you're talking about $150 or so, and you usually get discounts if you buy multiple years. So in the grand scheme of how much it would cost to set up a legitimate company like this, $150 or even a couple $100 to register that domain for multiple years is nothing. So I've had people actually tell me, well, we do it by the year because it's too expensive to do it otherwise. And I'm like, what? You are going to manage millions of dollars of funds for people, or so you say. You would have a domain name that's longer than 1 year. Also, the fact that it was created tells me that this 2004 is bogus. So where did they get this? If you do a Google search for Regal Funds, okay, you are going to find There is a company called Regal Funds Management. This is a legitimate company in Australia. It's been around since 2004. Okay, founded in 2004. It's one of Australia's leading investment managers. And if you look up their who is database, let's do another one. So we don't get rid of the first one that we did. Okay. You find out that it's not with Namecheap. Now, this is another thing that I wanted to point out. Namecheap is a great hosting company for small business. It's like GoDaddy or one of the other ones. Bluehost, I think, is another one. And it's not what a major company, like major corporate entity, they're not going to be hosting with somebody like Namecheap. They're going to have their own. And if you look here, netregistry.net is probably for much bigger types of companies. So that's another red flag if they're using GoDaddy or Namecheap or one of the ones that everybody uses because their hosting's cheap and it's shared hosting and all that kind of stuff. All right, check this out. Created. Their website was created August 31st of 2004. They say they've been in business since 2004. Their website was created in 2004. It was last updated in 2021 and it's going to expire in 2022 and they will probably automatically renew it. So in fact, we're towards the end of August, and if I were to go back and look the first week of September, you're going to see that it was updated again. They probably have automatic updates on, so it'll just do it. Okay, it's privately registered. It tells you what their mailing address is. This is an address in Arizona. They're an Australian company, but that is fine. They're using their email at GoDaddy, so you can connect their email through GoDaddy. Now you can host your company with a different company than your email's with, so that's not a red flag to me. All right. So yeah, this is a legitimate company, and you can look them up. You can do a Google search for Regal Funds, and you can find all sorts of news about them. You can find their address. You can find their phone number. Let's see, about us. See if there's a phone number on here. Right here. Here's a legit Australian phone number. You can call them and you can talk to them. If you notice, this does not have a phone number. Contact us. Let's see if there's a phone number here. Interesting. It's got an Australian address, but no phone number. That's another red flag. No phone number. Okay, let's look at this one's contact address. Wonder if they put the same address. Yep, look, they put the same exact address. Level 47, Gateway. Check it out, same address. Isn't that interesting? But when we did their ICANN lookup, their mailing address is in Reykjavik, Iceland. Right here. So all of these are red flags, and they would tell me, hey, if I was going to really invest, I would call the actual people. I wouldn't be doing it with some internet person, okay? But they're good like this because they will take legitimate companies and hope that you don't understand or that you don't notice that the website's different and it's not exactly the same. Sometimes, and they didn't do it in this case, sometimes they'll go as far as to like copy the look and feel of the website to make it the same, but they did not do this in this case. And what the guy told me, he's like, yeah, this is the same company, but it's just the crypto division. You know, the main company doesn't do crypto. They do like investing in stocks and markets and stuff like that. But we are the crypto arm of this company. That's what they told us. So obviously I didn't buy it. So the other reason that I wanted to show you this address is because this is a website that I use to look for scams. It's called scammer.info, and people can list different internet scams that they are finding. And if you want to find out if something is a scam or not, then it's really good to go to this website and scroll down and do a search on what you're looking for. So I did a search. I actually did a search. The company didn't show up, but I did a search on this address. And this address showed up, and it starts in July of 2021, and it says this is an account that they use multiple web addresses. So this is a web address that they use. Here's the phone number, 354-421-2434, sorry. It's the same phone number on their registration. So, and look, the same address. They entered a new scam website, same phone number, called monkeyvacation.com. So if you've been to monkeyvacation.com, and they did give a different number for that, but it's text only. This address is an infamously known fake address. So I gave you this address. It's known, like it's a known scam address. Okay, a new website, electro-caladad.com. Let's see, now we're in November of 2021. RunCryptospace.com, CapitolHillInvestment.com. Let's see. Not an uncommon scam model. They've been around for a time, so they just keep registering new sites and running new scams. Apparently, they're really big on Discord. I don't use Discord very much, but I know a lot of people do, so you may find them there. Let's see. wolfeconomics.com. Multiple scams with multiple websites, but they all use that same phone number and address. So when you register an address, you can make certain things private. It costs a little bit extra to do that. Obviously, this company isn't even thinking about that because they probably know most people aren't going to do the research that we've done here. Okay. Another one is stockmarketcoinstrade.com. So he put run crypto and Capital Hill Investment and then added stockmarketcoinstrade.com. Here's another one, binoxe.com. rapidcoastshipping.com. They're fake dog seller. Who knew? So it's not just crypto. It's all sorts of different things. Okay, again, they ask about this one. Somebody says it's not legal. Scam rate. Rapid Coast Shipping, we already saw that one. And So Ultimate Crypto Trading Investment turned into Crypto Investment Ultimate Trading, and Bitcoin Trading Forex on Telegram. So they're on Telegram too. Let's see. Then there's another name, Janet FX Kim. So they're just and this is through December 2021. VoltaWallet.com. UtilitySavingExpertM.com. Let's see. JRobertPost.com. Just different. Now we're into March. So we're in August when I'm making this video, and these are in March. Job offers. Bonex-app.biz. Same phone number, same address. Ruina.com. All right, so this stops in 11 days ago, so the middle of August, and I have not added this one that I found yet, this regalfundlimited.com, but I will add it to that list. So this is a good website you can go to, thescammer.info, and this you can see the entire link to the thread that I was reading about this particular one. All right, so that's how I research scams. I look at the website, see if it makes sense. Is there a phone number? Can I call the phone number? Can I actually talk to somebody? See if what they say in their about information makes sense. Look up their who is. See if it is a website that's been around long enough to back their claim that they have been in business this long, because a lot of them will be like, we've been in business for 15 years. I had somebody tell me that they've been in business doing crypto for 20 years, and I'm like, I don't think crypto was around 20 years ago. So man, you were ahead of the curve, weren't you? But you also want to see if they were copycatting somebody else. Like in this case, they were copycatting an actual real legit company, even using their same address. So that is another scam alert. Then go to the scammer info site and see if you can find anything on them. You can search the domain name, you can search the company name. If you have a phone number or address, you can search that. You can search an email. It comes up lots of different ways. So yeah, so that's it. I don't want you to get scammed. I want you to only invest in things by legit companies. Now, again, I'm going to tell you there are legit companies. Not everyone is a scammer that's on the internet, but make sure you know the people, you know who you're talking to, you got an actual relationship with them, you know, not just somebody that you met online that you hardly know. Preferably, you've talked to them on the phone and met them in person, and you've known them for a long time in different areas. Like maybe they've never talked to you about money before. Maybe you've known them 2 or 3 years and they've only talked about family or, you know, hobbies that you have in common or whatever. And now they're like, hey, I found this thing and I want to check it out. Do you want to check it out with me? That's a different type of relationship than somebody who inboxes you and starts trying to push their stuff on you. You know, I'm sure that this makes sense to you, but I see people all the time, people that I know and that I care about, who still get sucked in by this stuff because some of these scammers are good. I mean, These people, their website looks legit. They have this little pop-up which makes you think that investors are really investing. They are using the address of the same as a legitimate company, and they're just telling me is what they told me is they're the crypto arm of this company. So they're smart enough to know how to do this to get people to give them money. Obviously, they wouldn't be running scams if they weren't getting people to give them money. But at the same time, if you do your due diligence and look them up, you're going to start seeing discrepancies, like the address, like the fact that domain hasn't been around very long, like the fact that it's registered with Namecheap, which just isn't what a legit long-term multi-billion trillion dollar company is probably going to be doing. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, if there is a company like that you think is a scam, you want to put that in the comments, then we'll all know and we'll appreciate that. And I'm going to keep on trucking, doing the things that I'm doing to make more money in my life and get towards that financial freedom. And I will share with you things that I think are legit. And I'll also share with you things like this that I think are not legit. All right, that's it for now, and here's to our success.